Yeah, another vlog on my screen. Right. Other things you got to think about. Fuel. If you're in a car, you're going to be using unless you actually have a shower set up. You're going to be using more fuel, aren't you? Driving to a shower. You could be driving to a gym to get a shower. Driving to work. Which you would have done anyway, but that's another thing. Work. If you live in a car, how are you going to fund living in a car? Can you downsize? Do you have a house? Some people have a house and still want to live in a car. Some people rent the house out. Well, I wouldn't do that. It's not a great option at the moment. Some people may be able to take equity from the house, buy an ideal car to live in, or a micro camper, or whatever van it is. I say that because from living in a car mindset, having lived in a car and driven 4-metre vans for many years, I know this. When you have to load a van or move the contents of a van, a 4-metre Sprinter, full, 5 times a day, every day, 5 days a week, every month, yeah, 4 weeks a month. You know the size of it. You're walking up and down, a 4-metre van all day long, right? In the winter, and we're coming towards, was it August now? So we're coming towards the winter. People will be. It's going to get colder. If you live in a 4-metre van, you've got to heat up 4 metres of van. And if you take out the bulkhead of a 4-metre Sprinter van, so you can swivel your front chairs around, you've got to heat up 5 metres of van, haven't you? Because you've made the van space, the living space bigger, haven't you? Yes, there's fors and against living in a van. I wouldn't know about living in a van, but I've driven vans. And the new Craft, the VW Craft, the new Sprinters, the long wheelbase of Echoes, the long transits, the big transits. So I've driven all the vans that people are going to live in. I've driven the Vauxhall, the big Movano thing where it is. I know how many pallet spaces fit in a van. What you can fit in a van. And do you need to really have that space? And when I lived in a car, no. Then you've got, yes, you've got to think about work, if you need to work. If you don't need to work, so you're not going to be working 40 hours a week, what will you be doing? Do his background noise, so walls over ears and all that. So, again, if you don't have work, you're going to be in your vehicle more frequently. Which it's not going to be. You're not going to be able to stealth camp as much if you're in your vehicle all the time. If you're working 40, 50 hours a week, you're away from your vehicle 40, 50 hours a week, aren't you? Which means you've only got to stay in your vehicle for less time before then you go to sleep, aren't you, at night. It makes it easier if you're working. Unless you're near the beach or something, you're just near the beach all day long. It's just a done thing. Yes, you've got to think about all the things, fuel, if you can afford it. Like these Priuses. Prius, you can put a microwave in a Prius. Do you need a microwave? You can have a fridge in a Prius. You know, a fridge in most cars, 12 volt, powered from a leisure battery. All we're going to do is put a leisure battery in the back of a car, in the boot of a car, aren't you? Which gives you access to that. It's what you, as I say, you do you. only you know. I'm talking low because people aren't listening. So only you know what you need. If you're a keen cook, you'll need a gas stove. You'll need a fridge, probably. You may need a freezer. If you could probably batch cook. People, it's quite trendy at the moment. Then you need a fridge. If you live in a car or live in a van, and then you need to power the fridge. Then you need more solar. Then you need an inverter. You need a solar charger controller. Whereas, for me, I like a microwave. I'm a microwave fan. If I could get a microwave set up in a car, I'd be chuffed to bits. That'd be me. A microwave in a car. Easiest point. I'd be, yeah. I used to drink coffee quite a bit. But when I was working, I used to get coffee from a vending machine, 20-30p cup of coffee. Vending machine at work. So, which means it's the same as paying £2.53 for a cup of coffee. You know? So I didn't used to drink at night. I used to just drink in the, at work. I have 2 or 3 coffees, a couple of coffees in the morning, and then a couple of coffees when I get back at night. Debrief. Yeah. £1.20 for 4 coffees. Yeah, easy, isn't it? Instead of £3 for one. Just little simple things. Whereas if you've got a gas stove in your car or your van, you're going to be using gas, aren't you? If you're going to be cooking, you've got to wash up your frying pan or whatever. Yeah, you've got to wash up your pots and pans and your plates. And the idea of living a simple, minimalistic lifestyle is if you forget washing up, you forget cooking. Right. What's the point of going away and living the van life, off-grid lifestyle if you're still cooking? What point? You've not really. But there's that side, and there was also the side that if you do cook, it's like living in a car, but you can't live in holiday mode all the time. You've got to live in local mode. If you go abroad, you can't eat out all the time, can you? If you live there, you can't eat out all the time. So you'd be cooking meals at home in your kitchen. If you live in a car, you can't always live in holiday mode, eat out. I'm talking low because I've got people listening. So, again, this is another reason why people are living in cars and vans. Many people are YouTubers or Instagrammers, and they need to vlog 2 or 3 times a day, and they need the privacy to vlog 2 or 3 times a day without, walls having ears and all that. Yeah. And car life and van life gives that person that privacy to vlog. And living in rented rooms, shared accommodation, does not. And now there's too many people in a house where if they put their TV on, that's copyright. Yeah, they put their music on, that's copyright. And you're forever trying to work out the best time in a house when you can vlog. Which is why car life, van life, micro camping is popular, very popular. It hasn't even started yet. But you've got all different things to do. You work. Do you need to work? Can you work remotely off grid? If you work remotely off grid, do you need the power? What power do you need? You don't need a phone. Right? You don't need a phone. Don't need it. This is like the what's it? The smartphone is like a car life. The motorhome is like a desktop. That's what it is. Then what happens if you want to travel and you have these little narrow lanes? If you're in a 60 grand motorhome, what happens if you get You get your motor scratched, wouldn't you? In the car, you don't, do you?